everyone. Good morning, Sacramentans, dear parents. Hello, how are you this morning? We are glad that you are all here to join us in our assembly for our grade 6 and grade 10 learners. So allow me to share to you what Education Service Contracting and the Senior High School Voucher Program is all about so that you will have an informed decision after the school year. So I invite you to join me to read and go with me with the PowerPoint presentation that I have and prepared for you. So this is an assembly, our first semester assembly for the Education Service Contracting for the incoming grade 7 learners, and also our senior high school voucher program. All right. So this is for our students or learners from grade 7 or grade 6 and grade 10. All right, so the content of my presentation is a 6-part content. So we have the policies, the delineation of roles, the selection of ESC grantees, and also our senior high school grantees, and also the school requirements for applying, and the presentation of the data and the terms of the grant. All right. So the policy principle, so the ESC programs aims to make quality junior high school education accessible by providing financial assistance to deserving elementary school graduates who wish to study junior high school in the private school. Before, this was only intended for children in the public school who wish to go to or to study in the private school. But now it is open also for our private school learners to be able to continue studying with us private school. So the delineation of roles, ano ba yung mga roles o sino-sino ba itong mga personalities or the department that are tasked to facilitate and also who owns the project. So the Department of Education is the institutional owner and regulator of the ESC. So they are the ones who are receiving the grants or the money to disseminate to specific children or to the specific schools that they are involved to. Next, the Private Education Assistance Committee, they are contracted by DepEd to administer the ESC. So the Department of Education crafted the law or drafted the policies, and then it's the Private Education Assistance Commission or Committee or the PEA are the ones who are doing the task in supervising and also regulating and also certifying schools. Nasasabihin nila na ito pwede pa sila mag-continue sa program, itong school na to may quality yung education na binibigay sa mga eskwela or sa mga estudyante nila. And of course, our school, Blessed Sacrament Catholic School, is the accredited or the certified school. It is a certified school by the PAC to implement the program, or we are the partner of PAC and also the Department of Education. Next, this is how we select, and this is the policy that DepEd and PAC told us to have, or the ways on how to select these grantees. Who are the qualified applicants? First, it should be an elementary graduate from a public school or DepEd recognized elementary school. So pwede na yung mga private schools. No? Number 2, has not been a recipient of ESC in the previous school year. So ang ESC po, no old normal, of course last year it's a different story, but it's regularly, or it's a must that a child must be in grade 7. So they should start grade 7, and they should end also at grade 10, or the program ends at grade 10. So, iba naman yung sa senior high school. Alright. So, hindi sila pwedeng pumasok. Kunyari, yung bata, the child wish to become a grantee of the ESC. Let's say, for example, grade 8 na siya. So, hindi siya pwede ng ganun. Okay? Next. Number 3, they should be a Filipino citizen. A child must be a Filipino citizen. Number 4, 4 years of junior high school starting grade 7 can be extended up to senior high school. This is what I am referring to a while ago, no? Mag-start siya ng grade 7, the program will start at grade 7, it will end in grade 10, and it can be extended for the voucher program of the government until senior high school. And fifth, they shall meet the admission requirements set by the chosen school. They should also meet the requirements for promoting at each grade level to continue to enjoy the grant. So, hindi siya pwedeng nagda-drop yung bata or din-drop yung bata or nagkakaso yung bata. Dapat tuloy-tuloy siya. Right? Next. For the selection of the senior high school applicants, Category A, all grade 10 completers in public junior high school. Sabi ko nga kanina, the priority of the program are the public school students or learners. So category A, automatic. If you're coming from the public school, when you go to senior high school, automatically you'll have your voucher. And then category B, all grade 10 completers in SUCs and LUCs. So state universities and colleges and local universities and colleges. Okay, o yung mga LGU na nagpapatakbo ng mga universities. Automatic yun. Okay, for the category C, yung mga estudyante natin sa grade 10, dito tayo mag-fall. So, all grade 10 completers in private schools who are ESC grantees. So, automatic, you will have also your voucher, even though you will not apply for it. So, automatic, you'll have it. Okay, those grade 10 non-ESC completers will apply online for the grant via private assistance committee website. Details for this application will be given by the Department of Education. So for those children who are graduating or moving up from grade 10 to grade 11 who are not who are not enrolled in an ESC participating school, you should apply for the voucher, and we will wait for the department to answer whether or not you are qualified with the voucher program of the department. So mainam talaga na ang mga bata ay galing sila sa mga ESC schools like Blessed Sacrament, so that you are guaranteed of the voucher when you go to senior high school. All right. So what are the requirements? These are the application requirements for ESC grants. And please be reminded that if you wish to have a slot or to block the slot at BSCS, we encourage you to submit on or before March 10. Okay? You still have time pa naman po for this. All right. First, application form. ESC application form can be taken taken in the Downloads tab found in the school's website, bscs.edu.ph. So you kindly visit our website on the Downloads tab. You can see, or you will be able to see the application for the ESC. And then you kindly submit the application form together with the following requirements. First, if both parents are employed, kindly furnish us a copy of the latest annual income tax return, okay, and then a certificate of employment with compensation as well. Now, if a parent is unemployed, kindly secure a notarized affidavit of no source of income, a certificate of unemployment. So these documents can be obtained via notary public, or you can secure at the barangay hall. Now, if parent is self-employed or with business, kindly have a notarized affidavit of source of income with compensation. You can also obtain this at the notary public or at the barangay hall. Right? or probably the income tax return that you pay for your business. Okay, so those are the simple application requirements that we ask you to give us to secure. Now, third, submit the documents through online or on-site. So we are accepting online submission of documents or offline or mean on-site. For online, you may send the application form and the requirements to bscs.edu@gmail.com. You kindly put the subject on the following format. Okay, on the subject part, you write the full name and the incoming grade level that you are applying to. So that's an example. Okay. All right. So for on-site, you may submit a printed copy at the registrar's office on or before March 1. All of these online and offline until March 1 para secured na po talaga yung slot ninyo for the ESC and also for the voucher. Okay, so please take note that the submitted documents will be thoroughly screened by the school and ESC committee. Thus, you will receive a notification once approved. So this will be scrutinized or this will be studied by the ESC committee. Okay. All right. So these are some of the data that we have with regard to the enrollees of our or the grantees of our school, starting school year from grade 7 to grade 12, school year 2020-2021. For the grade 7, we have 57 learners enrolled this year, and then for grade 8, we have 68. Grade 9, we have 57, grade 10, 88, grade 11, 6, and grade 12, 20 learners. Okay, for the approved slot, we have 100 slots that are available that were approved by the DepEd and PEAC for the incoming grade 7 school year 2021-2022. All right. So we encourage all our grade 6 to secure their slots, no? Kasi 100 yan, so yung mga sobrang slots na yun, pwede na natin ibigay doon sa mga ibang mga estudyante na willing mag-aral sa private school. Okay. So there are more than enough slots for our grade 7 children, and so we encourage our parents, if ever you have your loved ones or your friends who wish to study at Blessed Sacrament at a discounted tuition, you may also ask them to submit documents, and also you kindly pass the information. Okay. Otherwise, you may, if they would like to know the program, you may ask them to watch again this webinar or this assembly so that they will be informed of what are the things that are needed and that documents are to be secured in order for them to be a member or to become one of our enrollees or grantees. Okay, so this is a sample of the grants that are given to our children from grade 7 to grade 12. So for NCR schools, tayo yun, no? Our grade 7 to grade 10 learners, they have 13,000 pesos grants or tuition discount that can be given to them from grade 7 to grade 10. As for our senior high school, they have 18,000 tuition fee discount for the school year and for the succeeding school year. Now, it's different when you go to outside NCR, no? Mas mababa ng konti kaysa sa mga grants na binibigay nila doon sa NCR. Okay. a reminder for you. The discount can only be deducted from the learner's tuition fee. Therefore, it will not be given as cash. It cannot, the department directly pay the school for the amount that are enrolled, and they do not give the money to the parents directly. So, nagbabayad ng diretso ang DepEd sa mga school. Okay. So, take note that ESC discount can be availed apart from the sibling and academic discount. Let's say, for example, you have 2 to 3 siblings that are child or children that are studying Blessed Sacrament. So there will be additional discounts. Also for academic discounts, those will be also included in the, we less those discounts or the grant plus the grant. Sorry. Okay. Now, for the schedule of fees for school year 2020-2021, new normal. So, ito po yung schedule of fees natin ngayong taon na to. And see how much discounts the parents were able to have this year. So, yung tuition ng bata is 14,000. And then we have the PAC subsidy of 13,000. So, 1,000 na lang natitira doon sa tuition fee nila. And then the miscellaneous, other fees, and annual. The annual fee is 22,663. Then we less the PAC subsidy. So every year, yung annual na bayarin ng mga magulang po ng grade 7 natin ngayong taon na to, it's 9,663. If you're going to divide that into 12 months or 10 months, may get lang 900 lang po yun, ano? So baka mas mahal pa po yung internet connection nyo doon sa tuition ng anak ninyo na babayarin sa buong taon. So that's how affordable the tuition fee for this year sa atin. Now, we have the old normal. Should our school go back to the old normal, syempre magkakaroon na po tayo ng ibang adjustments dyan. Let's say, for example, there will be increase in the laboratory fee and also the electric or yun sa mga utilities natin kasi gagamitin na ng mga bata. So we increase minimal amount para doon sa mga bayarin ng mga bata. Therefore, if you're going to the same, we have the same tuition fee. We do not increase the same tuition fee. And then, okay, so the miscellaneous other fees, so the annual fee is 28,770 less the 13,000 PAC subsidy, 1,500. 15,770. So, meaning, kung i-divide natin siya into 10 months, so parang kasing halaga lang siya ng internet connection nyo o kaya naman load ninyo sa isang buong buwan, di ba? For the parent or kung pagsasama-samahin yung load ng family natin, yung cellphone load natin, di ba? So, ganun ka-affordable po, ano? Alright, that's why we encourage you to study and enroll your children at Blessed Sacrament Catholic School. Okay, as for our grade 11 learners, the new normal, okay, they have the tuition fee of 18,000 and then the miscellaneous of 3,000 plus and then other fees of 5,000. So yung annual fee na lang nila is 8,538. And when you divide it into 10 months, 800 plus na lang yan a month. Di ba po? Sobrang affordable. Nasa private school ka pa. Alright? Okay. Now, this is the old normal. Okay, 13,000. 1,300 per month. Not bad. Okay. So, the terms of the grant, ano ba yung dapat nating i-secure? What are the things that we need to secure for us to stay in the program? Okay. A must. Education service contracting agreement form must be accomplished and signed by the learner and parent to be submitted in the school. The learner must comply with the school requirements to continue the grant. Okay? So meaning, they should comply with the policies of the school, both academic and discipline. Next, learners, both ESC and senior high school voucher grantees, must not be suspended for more than 2 weeks or dismissed or expelled by the school for disciplinary reasons. Okay, kasi alam niyo po ba, kaya tayo sinusuportahan ng gobyerno, hindi ang school ang sinusuportahan ng gobyerno. It is the child who is being supported here, no? Because the government embarked o nagbibigay siya ng resources sa mga bata nang sa ganun ang Pilipinas ay umunlad, no? Pag ang mga bata ay natututo, pag ang mga tao sa Pilipinas ay natututo, sila ay nagiging mas maunlad. That's why the government embarked on the education of the young or the youth. Alright. Ganun din tayo, hindi po ba? That's why we are sending our children to school because we would like them to be more independent when they grow old, and also to be more productive citizen of the Philippines and of course of the world and of our family, right? Next, a learner, both ESC and senior high school voucher grantees and their parents are required to attend meeting conferences set by the school. Attendance will be strictly monitored and submitted to the Department of Education. Yun lang naman po, no? If there are convocations, if there are seminars, if there are meetings of the grantees, parents must comply, must attend because these are important things or important meetings that are being conducted to one, probably for you to know the current status of your child, both academic and discipline matters. And also probably there are updates of the grants. Malay natin, di ba? Dagdagan nila yung tuition grants natin, di ba? Hindi na masama yun. Okay? Alright. So, conditions of the ESC and the voucher, senior high school voucher grant. The grant remain in force for the next school year if the grantee is promoted to the next level. So, hindi siya pwedeng bumagsak. That's why on our end, we really make it a point that number one, we really teach our students well or the learners well. We conduct remedial classes for them. We follow up, no? We do follow up, and also on our end, we really train our teachers. No? Next, enrolled in the ESC participating senior high school. They should be enrolled in a ESC participating junior high school school. No? Next, the grant is terminated if the grantee does any one of the following. So, pwede siya mawala doon sa kanyang ESC grant. Number one, dropped out for non-health reason in the middle of the school year. Okay, wala lang. Tinamad lang yung bata. Hindi na siya na motivate. The child was not motivated to come to school and study anymore. Sayang yung grant, no? Mawawala yan, hindi natin yan maipapasok ibang bata. Number two, does not enroll the following school year. So if the child did not enroll, paano yung grant niya? Mawawala din sa kanya. Number three, fails to be promoted to the next level. Bagsak yung bata, hindi nag-aaral ng mabuti. Kahit anong gawin ng motivation ng school, intervention ng school, hindi talaga siya pumapasa, hindi rin siya pumapasa. So what can we do? Tulad ngayon, no? Online classes, late mag-submit, ayaw mag-online class. So ano magagawa natin? So if they fail to be promoted to the next level, they'll be out of the program. And finally, transfer to a non-ESC participating junior high school. Okay. Transferring or transfers to another ESC participating junior high school are allowed at the end of the school year. In cases when the applicable subsidy amount of the releasing school is different from the accepting school will be paid lower of the two applicable subsidies amount. Nakita niyo po kanina, no? The NCR grants are different from the provincial grants. So, pag ang bata ay nag-transfer siya if the child transferred to a provincial school with a participating ESC school, kung ano yung grant na binibigay sa province, yun yung maibibigay sa kanila. Hindi po yung 13,000. And also the same, if the child is coming from the province going to Manila or to NCR schools, yung lower grants ang maibibigay doon sa participating school. Alright. Hanggang matapos siya ng junior high school. Pag nag-senior high school na siya, NCR rate na siya. Okay. Grantees who drop out due to death of a parent or a guardian, force majeure, prolonged illness or accident, can be reinstated to the ESC program provided that they submit documents to support their claim. Okay. So, ayan, no? Kailangan merong proof like death certificate or a medical certificate. Okay. So, I hope you were able to have a glimpse of the ESP program and the senior high school voucher program of our school that we are partnered with. We are partnering with the DepEd and the PEA. So at this juncture, I would like to we would like to answer those questions that you have, if ever you have. Okay, so we have two questions. All right. May dalawang questions na ang pumasok po. Okay. First question, dati po kasing non-ESC grantee ang student, then nung first week ng March ay tumawag from the school na magiging ESC grantee na po yung anak ko. Hindi na po ba kami mag-a-apply for senior high school voucher program kapag nag-grade 11 na po siya? Grade 10 po ang anak ko. Dati po kasi siyang non-ESC grantee yung student, then first week March may tumawag from the school na magiging ESC grantee na po siyang anak ko. Yeah, okay. This year, sorry. Sorry. So this year, there's a special program that was extended to the parents, no? Lahat ng mga hindi ESC grantees na naka-enroll sa school natin ay in-apply namin po sila na maging ESC grantees sila. Kasi nga naman po, pandemic, tapos meron naman budget ang department at hindi naman, we were not able to exhaust all the 100 slots that were given to our school. Therefore, we applied your children, those non-ESC grantees, to become part of the program, no? Ngayon lang tong taon na to, ngayon pa lang to. So, ang bata ay grade 10 siya. When the child moved to grade 11, automatic, meron na po siyang senior high school voucher. So, nakalagay na po siya sa mga ipapasa namin sa department na itong batang to ay ESC grantee siya ngayon at next year, senior high school voucher program grantee na siya. Alright? Okay. Now, question number 2, yung sample tuition fee po ba ng grade 11 ay amount po yun per semester or para sa buong taon na po yun? Sa isang buong taon na po yun. Pang isang buong taon na po yun siya. Okay, so biruin po ninyo sa ibang mga schools, no? Sa mga ibang universities na pareho din naman ang curriculum natin. They don't have different curriculum. May mga ibang malalaking school, like ayoko magbanggit ng mga malalaking school, pero noong old normal, sa dami ng mga eskwela nila, sa dami ng mga estudyante nila, hindi nila accommodate. Ang ginagawa nila, naglalagay lang sila na sinasabi nila na independent learning time. Yung pala, hindi talaga sila ma-accommodate ng eskwela nila. So yung bata, paikot-ikot lang sila sa campus, magsasayang sila ng oras, wala rin namang nagka-attend sa kanila ng mga professors na mga oras na yon. Kaya, ang tawag nito, kaya, kumbaga parang same curriculum din naman, tapos sila mas less pa yung mga interaction ng mga professors or yung mga teachers nila. Tapos, ang mahal lang binabayad ninyo with the same curriculum that we have. Diba? Sabi ko nga po, just stay with us, no? At least sa amin, sinisecure namin yung talagang teaching time ay nandiyan, yung mga activities nandiyan, the same curriculum is being implemented, and also we supplement as well, no? So with that kind of tuition fee, with that amount of tuition fee that we have as compared with them, yung matitipid nyo na po ng junior high school and senior high school, ipunin po ninyo yan para pag nag-college po yung mga anak nyo, pwede nyo na siyang ipang patuition ng mga anak ninyo, yung mga naipon ninyo for them. Okay? Okay. Third question. Kapag po may anak ako na incoming grade 8, then galing siya sa non-ESC school, pwede po bang mag-apply ng ESC for kapag nilipat ko po ang anak ko dyan sa school po ninyo ng grade 9. If it is for next year, I can't guarantee po na we can give him or her the slot. Ngayong taon lang po naging maluwag ang ESC and DepEd kasi nga po pandemic, no? Lahat ng mga bata gusto nilang mag-aral even if it is pandemic. That's why they encourage everyone to study. Kaya kahit na hindi sila ESC grantees dati, na hindi sila nagsimula ng grade 7, inalaw nila ngayon. Hopefully, let's pray, no, that they will also be included in the program. Pero ngayon po, as of now, I don't think they will be included for next year. Kasi walang ganung policy po. Ang policy talaga ay grade 7 hanggang grade 10. Yun po. Okay, fifth. What requirement or document is needed if the only parent working is an OFW? Okay. Pwede siguro yung parent, you can secure a certificate of employment with compensation. Yeah. Tapos yung isang parent na non-working, you can secure for no employment certificate. The notary public or doon sa barangay natin where you are residing at. Okay. Grade ESC grant, automatic na po ba? Granted sa vouchers sa grade 11 if dyan pa din po sa... Yes, definitely. If they are graduate from grade 10 at Blessed Sacrament Catholic School, automatic they will have the grants for next year na senior high school voucher program. Kasama na sila. Kasi ipapasa namin po yan eh. At pinapasa po namin yung mga pangalan ng mga bata, including those certificates that you are sending us or yung mga requirements na hinihingi namin. Okay? Ayan. So do we still have other questions, Ms. Camille? Ayan, no? So we at school, we are really trying our best to give the education or to help our Department of Education the help, the help that they are asking us by providing quality education to your children. Now, okay, so that's why we are rolling out this program, no? Kaya kahit yung mga teachers natin, nag-aaral din sila, pinag-aaral din namin sila, nag-train din sila because that's one requirement of the department and also the PAYAC, no, for us to continue to be with them in the program. Okay. May anak ako na incoming grade 11. Pwede po bang mag-apply na po ako sa Blessed School pero pag na-accept siya sa ibang school, pwede nyo i-transfer yung ESC voucher niya? As for now, nag-scout pa po kasi kami ng ibang school. Okay, now, sabi ko nga po kanina, mag-open ang department ng link for your child, for the incoming grade 11 child na who wish to be included in the program. So yung mga non-participating schools or yung mga non-ESC grantees, doon po sila pwedeng mag-sign up. So hindi pa siya open ngayon, but we will give notice, we will send you notice. Basta tingnan nyo lang po yung page natin parate. Magbibigay kami ng notice kung nagbukas na po yung link ng Department of Education with regard to the senior high school voucher program. Okay, this is incoming. Okay, ma'am, this incoming school year 2021-2022, online pa rin po ba? Okay, now, napag-usapan na rin po namin siya, no? Hindi pa rin po kasi ganun kasigurado kung mag-online or mag-face-to-face na po yung school. Now, this is what we are considering at. Number one, with regard to the vaccines, may available vaccines na ang Pilipinas. At siguradong mag-vaccine ang Pilipinas. Now, our dilemma is number one, only adults 18 and above are to be vaccinated. Ang 17 below, walang vaccines pa na available sa kanila. Ang dinig ko po, parang end of the year pa. So, isa po yun sa mga consideration namin. Pwede pong, ang isa sa consideration namin, number one, online pa rin ang bata. Number two, merong face-to-face at naka-online ang bata. So, may mga ganun pong pinag-uusapan kami sa RCB and ES system na ang bata ay po pwedeng mag-online or mag-offline. May choice ang magulang kung gusto niyang nasa online yung anak niya or may choice ang magulang nasa offline na yung anak niya. So, depende pa din po sa sitwasyon. Hindi pa po namin kasi ma-decide ngayon. But, of course, we will let you know whether or not kung ano yung decision namin. Siguro come May, yun, ganun po. Meron na kami isang decision na medyo informed decision na ngayong mga panahon natin. Pero, to tell you honestly, yun nga po, sinasabi ko po, na ang vaccine na dumarating at darating ay hindi pang bata. So, hindi siya pwedeng pang bata, hindi nila i-vaccine walang vaccination for the children, only adults. That's why we are all encouraged to have the vaccine, no? Yung na tayo ang mga matatanda, protektahan natin yung mga bata by having the vaccine. Okay. Kung sakaling may dagdag na tanong ako o may okay. If ever you have further questions po, you can visit our school or you can also chat. Okay? Meron po tayong Facebook page. You can chat. You can visit our school or you can send us an email, no, with regard to the queries that you have, questions or any suggestions that you have with regard to the school and the school system. Yan po. Siguro kami mga parents na hindi pa alam kung anong itatanong, ina-absorb pa ang lahat ng mga natutunan nyo ngayong umaga na to. So by the time that you have already questions, don't fail to drop us a text, a message, or an email. Yung mga natin nasa baba po, nasa baba ng presentation. Yan po lahat yung mga social media platforms natin na ginagamit. Okay. So, Sir Wilson, do you still have any addition or any remark? Okay, one question. Yung mga incoming grade 8 po ba, automatic na kasama sa ESC grant, dyan pa rin po sa BSCS na ganyan? Yes, ma'am. Opo. Okay. Do we still have other questions? Siguro last 2 questions na lang po. Okay. For grade, ko lang po, ano po bang strand na ino-offer po ng Blessed Sacrament? So we are offering YUM, gas, and also ABM. Yun po. Okay? So YUM, gas, and ABM. 3 strands po ang ino-offer. Last question po. All right? So if we do not have further questions, or if you're thinking of another question, pwedeng you can drop us a message, a text, or a call sa school natin. Okay, last question. Yung mga may ESC grant na grade 10, automatic na po kayo magbibigay ng ESC voucher. Automatic po na i-apply po namin sila ng senior high school voucher po. Yun. Kasi nakapasa yung mga pangalan nila. So, this, the names of the children are already in the system of the DepEd and AAC. So, automatic when they go to college, they will have the vouchers with them. Okay? Alright, so I guess that's all for this morning. If you still have further questions, ayan, no? Please don't fail to drop us a text, a call, or you may go to our school in person to talk with to us, to me, or to Ma'am Camille, no? Our school registrar. Pag tumawag po kayo when you have concerns with regard to the ESC program or the senior high school voucher program, you can ask for Ma'am Camille to talk with you. All right, our school registrar.